Hi everyone, this is Wendy with Dogs Rock Paper Crafts. This last weekend I went to a craft retreat for paper crafts, and it was a 3-day retreat. One of my good friends, Amy Burnham with Bitterroot Paper Crafts, holds scrap retreats here in our area, and she carries a line that I absolutely love. I didn't discover this line until, I don't know, 5 months ago, 6 months ago, and since then I've fallen in love. So I'd like to show you the haul I brought home from my scrap retreat. So the line that I really have been enjoying is called 49 and Market. And they have some of the cutest stuff. But first, oh, I forgot I got these, you guys. This is amazing. Wait until you see these. So this, Sizzix and 49 and Market did a collaboration, and they made these 3 dies. And what they've done is they've done this new snap technology where you can snap and swap, and so you can do different edges. You can see here there's a notched, there's a oval, there's a pointed one, things of that nature, and then the tag too. And these are a really good size. I think they're like 5 inches by something, but they're a really good size, you guys. I got these for mini albums. I am going to make a Christmas album, mini album out of this one, and I'll show you what I did with that. This is going to be perfect for like junk journals or folios, things of that nature. And then this, I am going to be teaching the class in October at our next retreat, and it's going to be a Christmas theme. Of course, you got to start Christmas. And I'm going to be using these in a recipe book. And so this will be part of that book. So stay tuned for some of those projects with these products. And then one of the lines that I really liked was called Beach Vibes. So this collection, I always buy the bundle collection first. This is your basic bundle. If you bought anything else but this, you would be set, because this has everything you need in it. It has the basic papers, the design papers. It has washi tape. This is a full border type thing, so you can put this on the basic solids that I'm going to be showing you. There's puffy stickers, there's rub-ons. Before I found 49 Market, I remembered the rub-ons from, I don't know, boy, 20, 25 years ago when I first started doing scrapbooking, and these are nothing like that. These are so nice. So I got that, and then I get the solids collection that goes with that, just as a matting background. So what I like to do is take the washi tape or other things and maybe spruce these up a little bit, especially if I have like leftover papers and don't know what to do with it, and then I can just stick a rub-on or something on a little piece and use it as an ephemera or in a junk journal. It works really good. So there's that. Chipboard words. These are really nice. They're a good size. I don't know if you can see. They're not really thick, which makes it nice, because we know as card makers and folios and stuff, you don't want this to be huge, and some of these can be really huge, but this is a very nice profile. So I get these especially for my folios and mini albums because they're low profile. So this one has summer vibes. It has salty hair and sandy toes. Roll with the waves. It's just a really cute collection for a mini album. And I'm going to be making a mini album with this collection. So stay tuned here. I'll show you the die that I'm going to be using for that. So there's that. I also got this paper collection. It's 6x8. A lot of times I like to use this for cards to match the mini albums. So say you're going to take the mini album and give it as a gift. I make a card to match that, and then you have a card and a gift all in one. So that's that. And then die cut elements. I get extra ones of these. That's a personal choice just because I like to have a ton of choices, and I like kind of these bigger ones to put on the front of my folios or on the front of my mini albums and things like that. So these just come in handy. So that's the Beach Vibes collection. And then the other collection I got, I went a little crazy with this one, you guys, because it was on sale. So, you know, you can never beat a sale. So that's what I did. Let's put a couple of these to the side and start with the papers. So again, I got, this is the page kit for scrapbooking. I find I can totally use this for cards, and I can use it for mini albums. So I get this. I know I'm going to have some extra like leftover paper pieces because I'm only going to use portions of this paper. But like I said, then I'm going to go back and take those little bits and put a rub on there. So it's not going to go to waste by any stretch of the imagination. So there is that. And with this kit, you get some chipboard. This is thicker chipboard. So, yeah, I am bigger because it's meant for scrapbook albums, like the 12x12 ones. So I know I can use these. I just have to use my imagination a little bit more. So there's that. And then I got the Summer Porch 12x12 collection pack. This pack is great. I used this pack. I taught a class this last weekend at our retreat with a folio, and I used these cut-ups throughout the folio. So I know it's hard to use these kind of papers where you have the cuts, but I use these in my folio and it looked great. So there is definitely uses for that. And then we have a bunch of ephemera. So this is Summer Porch Ephemera Pack and Bits. It has a ton of words in here, which is part of the reason I got it. Home is where your light is, because there's some lighthouses in here. So that's going to be cool. There's some pockets in here. There are, that kind of looks like a file, but I'm not quite sure. When I take it out, I'll be sure, but yeah. So you get all of this in that package. And then this is a chipboard set. So this is one of those low profile sets, and you're going to get all of this in there. This is great, like I said, for card making, for the folios, anything small that you need to be low profile. This chipboard collection is really, really good for that. So, and then the acetate assortment. I got this because I'm really curious how I'm going to use this. I have always struggled with acetate, and so one of my projects is going to be to use this and get out of my comfort zone and out of my box and make make something out of this. Maybe I'll do a whole album that's just acetate. That would definitely bring me out of my box. So I think that may be what I'm gonna do. And that's all the ones you get in that. Oh, you get like this huge window frame, things like that. And then this is chipboard words. So again, I love the words. They're that low profile. They go great with this collection. Beach, beachy, sandy, favorite, escape. So this is gonna go good. And then you get all these ones over here that are cut out for you that say surf, sea, and sand, things of that nature. So those are great. And then I got the Summer Porch by Land laser cut elements. These are great. Again, when they make their elements and their ephemera, they don't put white edges on them. And I love that. I have a thing about that. So you're gonna get this laser pack of die cuts, and you can, I mean, like I said, it's low profile, it's not chipboard, so it's not gonna be real stiff. You can use this for anything. This is the sea laser cut elements. So this is the part, the Summer Porch collection has what they call the land part of it and the sea part of it. So this is the sea laser cut elements, and these other ones that I showed you were the land. And so you can see you're going to be able to do a lot with this collection. Here is some washi tape. These are great. So these are going to be kind of like stickers, but the great thing about these is they're not like a white sticker. They're going to be clear, and so you're going to be able to use these kind of like a rub-on. So you'll be able to put these anywhere and create some depth with no what word was I just looking for? With no huge bulk in your project. There we go. And then we have a bunch of rub-on transfers. So this one is the land, must go with the land part of it, because we got a tree with a swing. We have some beautiful red, white, and blue flowers. So look at this. This is just gorgeous, these trees. So I can't wait to use that. And then this is the ocean one of it, ocean part of it. You're going to get seahorses, a lot of sentiments, backgrounds. I really like this with a lighthouse. That would look really cool. And then these are, this must be another land one. Here is the lighthouses, and these flowers would look really pretty any time of the year. So you could use this any time of the year. And then backgrounds. These backgrounds are wonderful because you can make your regular paper really look snazzy. And then I got the washi tape. I like these. These are good borders, or really good like pieces here and there to just give it some added depth without the bulk. Again, because this is really kind of transparent and easy to place. So I got the washi tape. And then I got another collection from scrapdiva.com, scrapdivadesigns.com. And this is what I am using to make mini albums. You guys, she has some of the most creative ideas outside of the box that I have ever seen. So if you like making things besides just cards or just scrapbooks, this is the place to go because she has some really cute things. So the first one is a saloon mini album. I can't wait to get my hands on this for my granddaughter. So you make this into a mini album and you can put pictures in here and some journaling. There's some words with it, wanted, Wild West. And then I got the Crafty set. This is a sewing machine mini album. And it's the same thing. There's a back piece and layering pieces. You make this into an album, put pictures in here and things like that. And it's just adorable, you guys. I think I posted a harp mini album in my YouTube down below that is made from hers. So if you want to see an example of a done mini album, go to the harp mini album in my YouTube and you'll be able to see what you can do with these. Because I'm going to make a project, but it's not going to be immediately. I can tell you that. Christmas is coming. This is the one that I am going to use with the beach vibes. So this is called the Travel Mini Album. It already has the 3 holes in here. This is great. You can put a picture here and then ephemera. And when you use the rings, the bookbinder rings in here, you can add as much depth to these as you want to. So this is what I'm going to use for the beach vibes. And then the other 2 here, I threw in some Halloween words and just the word enjoy. I got these on a sale she did over 4th of July. She does some really good sales. They're usually 20% off, and that's where I got these. So stay tuned. I'm going to be making projects with these Scrap Diva dies and the 49 at Market, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video and have a great afternoon.